Mr. Speaker, I rise in strong support of this resolution and yield myself as much time as I may consume.
The gentleman is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, the terrorist attacks by radical Islamists in Paris were a tragedy for all who love peace and freedom. What happened at the offices of Charlie Hebdo and the kosher market reminds us that violent extremism remains a crucial threat. I'm happy to stand with the chairman here in showing strong bipartisanship once again, because we grieve with France, our oldest ally. Our hearts break for all those who lost loved ones in these attacks, and for all who watched as carnage spilled into their peaceful city streets. As a New Yorker, Mr. Speaker, I remember the outpouring of support from France following September 11, 2001. But even as we mourn the dead, we draw inspiration from the displays of courage and solidarity on the streets of the City of Light across Europe and around the world. With the attackers still at large, Parisians took to the streets in massive and peaceful vigils. They sent a clear message to the world that freedom and justice will not be cowed by violence and terror. In these attacks, Mr. Speaker, the ancient evil of anti-Semitism once again showed its ugly face. Anti-Semitism is both a threat with which governments need to deal and a societal challenge requiring honest dialogue, critical self-examination, and constant vigilance. France's deployment of special troops and extra police to Jewish sites was the right thing to do, but much more will be needed in the days ahead to ensure that Europe's largest Jewish community is safe from attack and free from fear. And just as America stands with the people of France against terrorism, Americans also stand shoulder to shoulder with European Jewry. That's the message we're sending today with this resolution. Whether in Paris or New York, Moscow or Jerusalem, whether homegrown or imported, whether targeting Jews, Muslims, Christians, or anyone else, violent extremism has no place in a civilized world. We will continue to work with our friends and allies to put a stop to this threat. It is important that Congress go on record as strongly opposed to this violence. We will do whatever it takes to secure the future of freedom and democracy. Mr. Speaker, je suis juif, je suis Charlie. I urge my colleagues to support this resolution, and I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman reserves for what